Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you've ever just sat there staring at that massive FBLA rulebook and felt completely overwhelmed by all the options, you are in the exact right place today. We're going to break down how you can stop guessing and start strategically choosing the event that honestly practically guarantees you a way better, more successful experience.
So here is our roadmap for today. 1. Why your choice matters. 2. The 3 main event types. 3. Matching events to strengths. 4. Best beginner-friendly events. 5. Common mistakes to avoid. And 6. Your path to success.
All right, let's jump straight into section 1, why your choice matters.
A lot of beginners just choose events randomly, or they pick something because it sounds vaguely cool. But picking an event that doesn't actually fit your natural skills, it's basically a recipe for disaster. It just creates all this unnecessary stress, late-night confusion, and a total lack of motivation. But on the flip side, when you actually make the right choice, studying becomes kind of enjoyable, your prep gets way easier, and your chances of walking away with a medal absolutely skyrocket.
So the really crucial point here is that success in FBLA isn't just about grinding and studying super hard. It's also about choosing smart. Just applying brute force effort, that won't get you to nationals if you're stuck in the wrong category. Your event literally dictates what you study, how much prep you need, and the specific skills you're going to rely on.
Moving right along to section 2, 3 main event types.
First up, we've got objective test events. These are your classic written multiple choice exams, things like Intro to Business or Economics. If you're the kind of person who loves independent study, has a real knack for absorbing concepts, and prefers clear-cut right or wrong answers, well, this is absolutely your zone. The best part is you can practice solo at your own pace, and the study materials are crystal clear. The trade-off, though, you're going to need stellar time management and the discipline to just consistently memorize large chunks of info without losing focus.
Next, we have presentation events. Think business presentation or maybe putting together a public service announcement. This is where your creativity and organization really get to shine because you're building slide decks and pitching directly to judges. It's a fantastic way to stand out visually and vocally. But, and this is a massive but, you have to be willing to rehearse until you are literally blue in the face. You'll have to manage those sweaty palm presentation nerves for sure, because your delivery is judged just as intensely as your actual ideas.
Finally, we've got role-play events. Examples like client service or help desk essentially drop you straight into a high-stakes business scenario, and you've got a ticking clock to solve it. Honestly, this is the dream category for quick-thinking communicators who would way rather act on their feet than memorize a textbook. The big win here is less heavy memorization. The catch? You are totally under the microscope. Fast decision-making and unshakable confidence are absolute must-haves when a judge throws a total curveball your way.
Okay, section 3, matching events to strengths.
I want you to ask yourself this honestly right now. Do I dislike public speaking? Like, if standing up in front of a panel of judges sounds absolutely terrifying to you, please don't force it. Your path is clearly pointing toward objective test events where your studying does all the heavy lifting. They let you focus purely on the material instead of stressing out over your delivery.
Okay, how about this one? Am I creative and organized? Do you love color-coding stuff, designing visuals, structuring a really compelling argument? If you're nodding yes, presentation events are absolutely calling your name. These events actively reward your visual communication, your eye for detail, and your overall prep skills.
And lastly, am I confident speaking with almost no prep time? If you're someone who thrives on the fly, stays totally calm under pressure, and can confidently explain an idea you literally just came up with 3 minutes ago, role-play events are going to let you turn that natural adaptability into a major win.
Let's move to section 4, best beginner-friendly events.
So if you're completely new to all this, here are 3 fantastic starting blocks. Intro to Business is wonderful because it covers broad, foundational concepts. It's just perfect for anyone wanting a general taste of what FBLA is all about. Then there's Business Law, highly recommended if you're great at reading complex scenarios and have a steel trap memory for vocab. And finally, Intro to Financial Math is the undisputed champion if your brain is just wired for formulas, calculations, and crunching numbers.
All right, section 5, common mistakes to avoid.
It is incredibly easy to fall into these socially driven traps that'll just lead to pure frustration. The biggest one we see? Following your best friend into an event. It's super risky because you guys likely have totally different skill sets. Then there's picking an event just because the title sounds easy. Believe me, you'll quickly discover that FBLA events are super rigorous once you actually open the study guide. Forcing a bad fit will just burn you out. And finally, ignoring the official rulebook. That basically gives your competition a massive head start. You've got to know the rubric before you play the game.
Which brings us to Section 6, your path to success.
Remember, the absolute best event isn't just the one everyone else in your chapter happens to be doing. It's the specific event that sits right at the intersection of these 4 pillars: your unique personal strengths, your specific learning style, your natural confidence level in front of a crowd, and what genuinely interests you. When you align these 4 things, you stop fighting an uphill battle and you finally start playing to your natural advantages.
Choosing the right event really isn't just checking a box on some administrative form. It's the strategic foundation of your entire FBLA journey. Get this step right and the preparation gets easier, the studying actually becomes fun, and your odds of placing at state or even nationals improve dramatically.
So armed with all this self-knowledge, it's time to stop following the crowd and start playing to win. Take a really close look at your own strengths and ask yourself right now, which of these 3 paths are you going to choose to claim your FBLA victory? Don't just compete, strategize. Take a moment, find your edge, and go make it happen.